Hey folks, and I'm back. Let me just delete a thing. I got tongue-tied. I was just like, ah, fuck it. That as it is. So you can hear me, hear the game, I'm recording, and you can see it. Okay, on with the show. You return looking none the worse for wear. I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The seventh heaven is abuzz with talk of your deeds. We've already signed up a score or more to answer further requests from the guild. Reverend's toll grows and prospers, to the benefit of the guild and the Scions. Did I not tell you there is much magic being prepared? Softborn seems intent on putting you to work yet again. Would have been nice, but I've kind of moved beyond it. You're gonna carry it out. Gonna carry that weight. I can't tell you how grateful we all are to have you here. Now more than ever. We've a major crisis on our hands, you see. One which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. Sorry, Drumcren, if you made any further plans, you'll just have to cancel them. You honestly believed me, didn't you? There's such a thing as being too long-suffering, you know? I fear we may have overdone it with the errands, necessary though they were. Anyway, your work here is done, for the time being at least. Master Alphanod has sent word that you'd report to him at the Waking Sands. I gather he wants to know how you've been getting on. Be sure to tell him how welcome we made you feel, won't you? Yep. Feel like a regular gopher. Ah. Just part of the environment. Didn't notice it previously. Maybe that's part of the whole quest, you know, the place expanding. Quick now, there isn't much time. Yes, flawless and void of any impurities. These will suffice. As for materials, manual labor. Ha, here it is. I did not mention it before, but the crystals you brought me earlier, they're to be used by the midwife attending to my sister. She's due any moment, and without fresh water from a source other than the corrupted Silver Tear Lake, there's risk the baby may fall ill soon after birth. Everything you get is for, you know, a good cause. It's just definitely such a dick about it. Oh, I didn't present that. Bear all. Quick now, before another miner meets an abrupt end. An exceptionally thick marble appendage. It continues to trash about, despite long being severed. Sometimes I switch words around. Quick now, Rowanna's eager to begin her work. Not quite the quantity I was expecting, but I suppose I'll have to do for the materials. I was really hoping I could put these here to quick wear them. Do it. Beautiful. And the last one would be the exhaust outlet. This one requires a lot more. Do it. There we go. Now we head back to Fulgore Float. There's a... Actually, thinking about it, we may be a bit off going to Heaven's Word just yet. I think there's another raid we have to do before we go. The Coil of Bahamut. Or the Coils. I think there's two different ones. So there is a bit more. I wish it was possible to just display what I actually have. You know? Like resources, you know? Like in this case, you know, it would really help. No, I need this. High quality, right? Yes. Okay, we're done. What's next? Rigging. Oh, damn. Nope. All's fine. There's a song I stumbled onto there online. It's the singing in it does kind of make me think of cats in a bag, but it does grow on you if you know, leave it fester. Oh, what was it? A do. Due to this happy graveyard or something. It's someone did a rejig of a Stack, I think was their name, did a rejig of a Tuhu song, like, you know, the Eurobeat I was telling you about. They did a rejig of it, but unlike the Eurobeat, this is not Eurobeat. It's been described as Irish folk. So I had to give it a look, and I don't really listen to that kind of music, but it was cute and catchy enough, and like I said, the singing made me think of a bag of cats, but it kind of grows on you. And I do feel kind of rude to say, you know, bag of cats. It's just they are rather squeaky. And they're just at this kind of irritating octave. But it does grow on you, so it's not all bad. Already had those on. Haven't gotten to use them yet, or since I repaired them. Okay, regardless. Alchemist. Do it. There. Massive upgrade. There. 45. I remember I've read that before. I'm sure you can pause it yourselves. Also, I think I keep zoning out and forgetting to speak. I'm just tired as hell right now. Didn't get too much sleep. Who knows, maybe when I turn in these 3 quests over here, I might hit 47. These are definitely new. Call, hurry not, the Federalist one. For perfection, time it does take. Call, what a fool these are. More than suffice they shall. Yes, yes. Much alike we are, for satisfied with imperfection we are not. Learn much from you, a crafters could. If not buzzard-brained, they were. Call. Christ, 98. Wrought perfection, have you? Give to Dizzle, you must. Call, perfection Federalist One has brought. Free of odors, a ship will be. My deepest thanks Federalist One has. Honor us, you would, to work on Nald'thal again in the future. Call, growing anxious, Nald'thal is, for perfectly crafted components of Federalist One. At this point to me, you will not, yes? Many similarities with my own work there are, and within the differences, great possibilities, Tezel sees. Path to perfection, your work will pave. The true combination of the XO's and Federalist One's techniques, many new innovations we will discover. Surpass even Tezel Kohan, we yet may call. Just a little shy. It's beautiful. And with that, we are 150 short. More than I thought. Much more than I thought. I was trying to heads maths it out, like when I was half asleep, and yeah, I kind of worked it out to be less than that, but well. Okay, Here, stopping for a sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Oh, Christ. I stopped there for a moment just to flag the videos, the previous set and this set, because, I can't remember what happened at the end of the last set, but the first set, today, here. But I needed to check the end, just because maybe it's what happened in the second bit. As I was writing to here, I was paranoid, like, I zoned out for a moment. And I was wondering, like, okay, did I say what I said? Well, I was thinking when I zoned out. Or did I keep it on the inside? Because sometimes the inside comes out. I'm so tired I don't even have a clue. But, so I decided, you know, I'll take a break for a moment. I'll go look at something on my phone. I look at Twitter and there's like, oh, someone's retweeting smut of some sort. Well, you know, whatever it was. Okay, great, my OCD kicked in. I've got to save this. Okay, it's saving. The iPhone takes a moment because it's fucking terrible. Okay, now I need to send it to myself. So I, have the artist's thing. The OCD sets in on everything. On fucking... If it's not one thing, it's another. It's like, seriously. It's not one thing, it's another. Like, trust me. These are the laughs of someone dead inside. One sec. I just muted myself, forgetting that I could pause it. Sorry, I'm just doing this more. But, and that's the end of that. There she blew. She did a magic trick. So, the correct course now is to gather up what I can. And to gather up the next batch of these. Deliverance. All I can hear is a guy in a southern voice going... Can we get a second to get into it? We don't like your kind around here, boy. We don't serve your kind here, boy. Got a pretty nice... Can't do it. Sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I can't. It's embarrassing, but just sometimes you can get the twang, other times you can't. Like sometimes I can... From my jaw off to one side, I end up doing a Nixon impression. I have no idea how good it is, but it apparently works out. Okay, could get rid of that, but it gets me pissed off. Electrum monocle. That is hysterical. Deus verbis. What, God from the verb? Or word? I'm looking for mono. Hard silver monocle of healing. Monochrome fluorine. Alchemist monocle. An electrum monocle. It needs an aquamarine and clear glass. Clear glass is easy to get. An aquamarine might cost a little bit, but I'm willing to get it for a chunk of alchemy experience. So let's port to New Gardenia. It's nearer, so it'll be, easier to deal with. Cheaper to go to. We don't like your kind here, boy. We don't serve your kind here, boy. Pretty nice mouth. Pretty mouth there, boy. I can't do it. Could just be too thirsty right now. Yeah, I think it's just some days you can do it, some days you can't. Leading off, quoi? Okay, got a useless goddess. I've actually been meaning to watch Konosuba at some stage. Friend of mine loves it. Another friend of mine rather dislikes it. Hearing bit of a conflict over it. No, not that the two people are in conflict. Their opinions are, but the two people don't know each other. One's the Gildy Casper, the other is well, it's a guy that actually appeared in one of my videos previously. It's in dude I know IRL. We went to school together. Don't they have? Oh wait, it was you. I'm gonna look this up. Crystal glass, clear glass lens. Who the hell do I have to buy that off of? Could be the alchemy person in Ul'dah. Actually, do I still have any left over? Yes, Kol'Garot has 27 of them. Fuck you. Let's just close this, and back into the game we go. And then back out to make sure I'm actually recording. You can, okay, you can hear me, you can hear the game. I'm recording, and you can see the game. Fantastic. Bell, 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 bell. Bell the ball, the ball the bell. Kol'Garot. Here's what sort of his. I got some mitral rivets after selling the high quality stuff, which is nice. I may just have to fucking desynthesize a lot of them at this rate, but well, the survivors. But again, I'll leave them at 900 for another day or two. If they don't sell, I'll drop it. Drop it to 800. That's 100 off. I can go to 750 maybe. I do need to take into account shard price if I want to make a profit. I had a ton of marble vines on me. They did sell when I put them up. I thought it. Oh no, armor does. I found the little Congo line. Okay. You. A QUA. Okay, this is a much higher, lower level thing than I realized. Go do it. Actually, just thinking about it, it's actually really hard to make stuff factoring in the shard price. Like, say if I'm assuming each shard here is 100, I would have to sell the aquamarines for a minimum of 300 just to cover the shard price, and then a bit extra to cover it, the actual aquamarine price. Eek. More than a little obnoxious. Alright. Okay. I think I can make it now. Fuck it. Mono. It's 45. You know what? I should see about trying to make these actually as high quality as I can. Okay, great strides. Innovation. Ingenuity. Standard touch. Do it. Actually, yeah, that was a waste. I should just gone with that. Oh well. And I shouldn't have just rushed through. Could have gotten some power back and try and boost that up further. Oh well, fuck it. Use high quality. Make 2 more. Actually, I would have gotten a lot more if I'd done it myself. Actually, no, that's because I got the quality so far up. Fulgur float. Before we go. Fulgur float. You know, I settled on those monocles because I was thinking, okay, they need glass. The glass is an alchemy thing. Therefore, this must be an alchemy product. I didn't actually stop and think that, no, it's not. You know, I just kind of assumed and went from there. Oh well. So, I'm going to do, turn this in. It's going to give me 70 towards my 150. Meaning I would have... I'm too tired to do this maths. Yeah, 108, it was 80 left. That 80 was easy to get. I'll do a few of these, like one of those and like 2 of yours, or just 2 of this guy's, and I've got it, you know, and lost a bit. Then I'll hit the next level. But then once I've done the next level quest, I will turn the rest in. Could have tried for the Book Mithril, but oh well. Got Waste Not at rank 2. Crazy like the pox. I can't do that one. Gonna get a ton of XP for this. Over 100,000? Slightly over 100,000. That's beautiful. Just a little under. Actually, have I ever read Getting Into Gear's text before? I'm not sure. And just under 90,000. There we go. All these grabbed. And with that, I'm going to head to the Gold Saucer. I can't remember if I checked my ticket for this week, or you know what I'm doing there, so I may as well just go check. Special update. A new Gold Sorcerer Active Helm event, The Slice is Right, is now available. To coincide with this edition, the gate schedule has been updated. Speak with the Gold Sorcerer attendant at the entrance square for details. Oh, that's cool. I misclicked. I think if I had a different expansion, I could play Mahjong. I need Stormbud. Oh, I haven't. The Consolation, which is fine, because it's gotten boosted a few times. Yes. Consolation. Consolation. I'm actually perfectly happy with a Consolation. You know, this is actually, they say Earth time, but they don't clarify what they mean by Earth time. I guess they mean server time. Which is actually the same time as me. Eorzea time is in our head, but local time and server time are the same. Interesting. But, here in Ireland, our lottos are done on, well, I think there's a drawing on Saturdays and Wednesdays. And it's on Saturdays it's done at 8 p.m. I had a ticket in it, and it looked like I won, but when I went to check it, I was told I didn't. Seems like either the person, it's scanned wrong, or got some weird, like, you know, esoteric laws on it. Like I didn't, sacrifice enough to Cthulhu for the win to count. Actually, you know what? Central Shroud. Yeah, Central Shroud. Kinda want to just end it here and just be like, I'm done. I'm depressed. I want to just go back to reading and, you know, I'm still playing. I've been really, like, off of recording as of late. I've just been like, I don't want to do it. And just mopey. Wait, bird in the hand. Is this the training one? Chaco keep Ul'dah may be far from home, but has some matters close to his heart that he would discuss with you. Greetings, sir. Tell me, how goes the training for your avian mount? Could not help but notice there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battle, no bonding, makes for a less noble bird. I see you've already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your chocobo? Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Oh, do tell me more. Oh, you don't mean that? Ha! Plebeian. Indeed, I could tell you more. Tell you of those more if you wish. We of Ishgard have a knack for chocobo husbandry. We've forgotten more than Gardinia will ever know, I fear. One Ishgardian knack is stay with chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. And the second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distracted by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Okay, I'm more concerned about these apparently haunted gates that also have no physical mass, given that I just ran right through one. Never seen a chocobo up close before? Then have a care you don't stray too near. Catch a friendly kick in the face. Yeah, those legs look like they could do some damage. Well, those claws look like they could do some damage. Oh, I think she's laying an egg. Alright. She's saying, you can do it, girl, push. Presumably she's laying an egg. I'll be concerned if, you know, little Gardenian pops out. Seems someone took my joke from earlier a little too seriously. Oh god. Oh no. It came back. You know, I remember I was saying I keep stumbling onto depressive smut. I also have a tendency of just stumbling onto smut I just don't ever want to see. The other one just makes me feel sad, and it's just like I was saying earlier, I just want to give a girl a coat, a hug, and, you know, a hot shower. I've also stumbled onto ones that make me want to put a bullet in my head. It's all drawn, thankfully, but it doesn't help matters. Like, I've joked before about having porn-traumatic stress disorder. But, like, I just end up having, like, I'm going around doing shopping and suddenly have smut flashing before my eyes. You know, it's like I'm some nom-vet, just, you know, reliving, you know, my friend Johnny catching a bullet between the eyes. Instead, though, it's smut I've seen. You know, it's a weird predicament to be in, but that's my life. That's my life. I probably sound extra mad laughing like that. I don't mean to. It just, you know, it's kind of a laugh or cry kind of thing, you know? Laugh or cry. I've had enough of crying. I was always a bit of a crybaby growing up. So I'm kind of done with it. That said, I cry if, you know, it gets that bad, but the bar has gotten higher. I've collected all the vegetable scraps. Very good. I'll take those. Hum, hum, hum. Random bits and pieces of vegetables, leaves, and fruit left uneaten by a chocobo. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the chocobos look, fluffing their feathers in contentment. You do well. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You should need to use those for proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There's more to stable care than simple cleaning. That brings us to the third Ishgari knack, fresh feed. I'm not the aptest of tutors for this craft, however. There is one that has the knack right here in Bent Branch. That'll be Mistress Margaret, the resident botanist. She's in charge of all the cultivars maintained here for the chocobos. Go to her and beg for a few greens and information from her. She'll not stint you on either. Part of me feels that that my tendency to say too much is still exists. But what you gonna do, eh? I feel somewhat awkward about it, but my main concern is it's going to chase people away from the channel. I'm sure all's fine. I'm sure all's fine. Tired. But yeah, that's I think my main concern. Just just chase people away from the channel. I've actually had a weird week when it came to subscribers. I've had a massive jump up from like 150 to 155, 156 if foxes. I've gotten like over 10 subs this week, but they keep, you know, like I'll lose one, the next day I'll gain one. Well, actually, I think it's within the last like 28 days rather than a week. But I'll lose one, I'll gain one, I'll lose one, I'll gain one, I'll gain one, I'll lose one, or you know, whatever. Though I don't think I've hit, you know, 158, 157 yet. But you get my point. I keep fluxing. So it's just like on some level I'm thinking like I just want to keep going up, and I'm just worried that, you know, my antics will drag that down. But anyway, my mind keeps blanking because I'm so tired, and it's just like, what the hell am I even saying? I've just, you know, I'm going amnesia apparently. If this was a cartoon or something, I'll be just like, I'd have a cuckoo clock broken up on the wall, just constantly twacking me every 5 seconds. You know, maybe I do, but it's just on a quantum level. Huh. Some feed for your chocobo. I've come to the right place for it. It's been a warm spring. Try the cracker root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feet cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Caught likes to call that a knack. I have no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or the skill in one's hands. Oh my. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You save a house. A house must have a field. No, it doesn't. I have an apartment. Food grown with your love and care? How could your bird not thrive eating feed such as that? Mayhap we are not what we eat. Elsewise my father would be a codfish to swim in butter. But the feed certainly makes chocobos, aye. So sensitive is their nature that you can see the effect of a particular feed as clear as day. But I've yet to tell you about the main feeds. You're sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of the garish greens? Precious, luscious plants. You can summon and train your birds with these greens. But as wonderful as garish greens are, they're highly unique, being attuned to specific areas of a chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance between these vegetables to feed your bird, and thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so. The best laid plans of wranglers are often frustrated by a picky eater, though. Do make sure to come to know your bird's likes and dislikes. They are no piece of magic to bend to your will. But when man and bird grow together, you might discover something very special indeed. Aye, and you'll do well to grow your own feed. May as well fight with a pine sword to raise a chocobo without a vegetable field of your own. Visit a store to buy the seeds. And remember, love and skill, there's the knack. I do go on, don't I? You came for a handful of feed and got an earful. But that's the way of it with us botanists. Take this fine specimen of a cracker root to your sweet chocobo, and I wish you, I wish you both the joy of it. We're able to collect some chocobo feed. Margolette is never stingy with her vegetables. An unbelievably oversized cracker root certain to make any chocobo the happiest bird in the realm. This particular specimen was given to you by Moogle's gift mounted stable hand, Margolette Shortmane. As fine a cracker root as I've ever seen. Magnificent specimen. To make the training all the more effective, I believe. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry, Drumgren. Training. I hear head wrangler Kita about her work. There's a thought. Go and speak with her. She'll teach you much and more of training chocobos. Well, you can also fucking see her. Little Leela. It appears that Leela would like you to hand over that gigantic cracker root. Just watching like the face on it, it's actually kind of terrifying. Just that, giant bird, the mouth opening. It's just like with those giant claws, the beak that could kill you. It's more than a little intimidating. I actually remember when I was younger, the first time I saw a cow face to face was actually kind of scary because I was just thinking, if this thing wanted to, if it had the inclination, it could easily kill me. Easily. Because it was just like, just the mass of it. Nice to see you, adventurer. Here to sorry. Just remembering, that was at the Dublin Zoo when I was young, I do believe. At the same time, I told the story before, but I'll say it again. There's a school tour going on. I was just there with my mom. I never got to go, so we ended up having a day up in Dublin. It was a good time. But there's a school tour going on separately to us. And three kids got away from their teacher. One of them was trying to feed some ducks paper, while another one was trying to straddle the gate and kick one in the face. Me and Mom just kind of looked at them like, the fucking idiots they were. And later on we reported them to the with one of the staff there. Of course, me still having the mouth that I have now, or having the mouth then that I have now, but bluntly said to one of the staff that I really wanted to kick the kids myself. Much like, you know, they were trying to kick the birds. The staff member actually agreed with me. Might have just been saying it because the little kid said it to him, but still on some level, I'm not sure if you can justify we get away with that. I think management might frown on it all the same. But, I know, I just look back at that funny, because, you know, it's like, fuck. As for a shy kid, I certainly said what I wanted, didn't I? I think I was shy, but also at the same time just rather oblivious. I feel kind of as a weight of just kind of, you know, shaking off a cloud over myself. Though I feel kind of that's been an ongoing occurrence, like, in just some aspects of, you know, my life. Just been shaking off various clouds. Now, if only I could shake off the clouds where I keep reliving past mistakes. Like, I keep reliving back to mistakes I made as a junior fucking infant. As in, I've just gone to school. I'm in the first year in school, the youngest year in primary. A kid was passing by my chair, and I was thinking, he might trip over my legs. The legs of the chair, they're, you know, kind of, you know, his foot might go wrong. If they're clearly out in front of him, then he can obviously step over them. Issue is, that's tripping someone. He didn't trip, it was fine. I think he talked to the teacher about me, and I ended up doing it right in front of her. But nothing came of it. Or at least not that I remember. At the time, I didn't really give a shit. You know, I wasn't as bothered as I am now about being corrected. Because I was a giddy kid. Even now, I get giddy. I'm like, it's like I'm drunk off my ass. Don't know. I just don't know what to do when I get so giddy. But yeah. Wouldn't quite say those are the days. But, they're certainly different. I remember having a great teacher a few years after that, Mr. Kennedy. He was a great man. I truly miss him. Had him for a year, maybe... No, I had him for less than a year. Poor man got taken by some ailment. I'm not entirely sure what it was. I think it might be fair to assume it was cancer of some sort. But I was young at the time. I don't know. But he was a good teacher. He was a good man. Certainly better than his replacement. She was an utter cow. The amount she screamed in my face. I was out for 2 weeks from stress thanks to her, as, you know, an 8-year-old. But I remember actually one thing Mr. Kennedy did. A couple of 6th class were picking on me and a friend. We'd been trying to play with the friend's football. They took the football off us, roofed it, knocked him to the ground, and then when I went to shout at them, they proceeded to beat me up a little. Well, little. One grabbed me by the arms, while the other kneed me up the ass. Once, twice. I shrugged it off, really. Thumped him on the chest, weakly, and then went back to my friend. He made the 3 of them apologize in front of the entire class. Not just to me personally, off to one side, but to the entire class. He was a good man. There is a nickname. If you've watched my RuneScape videos, you see that I've used the nickname Magnum PI 95. 95 obviously being the year I was born, and I was young when I made the account name. But the reason I used Magnum PI was 2 of my initials are PI, Philip Isaac. I don't really ever use Isaac. I generally forget I have that as part of my name. And some of I remember Matteo that much better. Chose it for my confirmation. I was raised Catholic. Yeah, since 2 of my initials, at the time, Three initials. Two of them were PI. He made reference to that show. And then ended up sticking for quite a while. Then Palanai replaced it. Though I still have a soft spot for it. He was, like I said, he was a good man. And I do miss him. Just looking back, I was such a ditz. My head was just in the clouds. To be honest, that extends not just to primary school. I was also a bit of one in secondary. Like I said, as of late, I've noticed I felt like a cloud lifting. But anyway, I'm in such a talky mood now. I'm just tangenting. I apologize sincerely. Nice to meet you, Venturer. You're to learn about training your bird, you say? Stable your chalkbow and you'll be able to train the sweetheart, but you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is go pick up a choice bit of feed before getting the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the Ebony Stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give, but as long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Well now, got a fine root, a cracker root on you already. They'll work as a treat, no pun intended. They'll work a treat, no pun intended. Go on, start training little Ul'dah there. Step to the side and I wouldn't be fathering any children. No cat girls for drum. Sorry, I hope you can't hear me swallowing. Oh my. You feed little Ul'dah the giant cracker root after her training. Please don't. No, please no gelding strikes. Little Ul'dah longs to have more training time with you. I can't help but read that as euphemistic. I'm sorry. How sweetly done, Venturer. You've some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some venturers share a stable, you know. Might be you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out, really. Those birds have been cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while, aye. No use pouring out too much wine into a cup. You best return to, it's French, I can't pronounce it, before his Asgardian brain case starts imagining the worst. Sweetly done. High praise indeed from Kita. Excellent, excellent. I have now taught you all the knacks you must needs know at this time, I believe. It is my hope that you'll add a stable to your residence, and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. How I long to meet that bird someday. I trust you will not disappoint me. Chocobo raising is now available. To begin raising your trusty companion, you must first stable him. Chocobo stables can be purchased and placed outside free company and private estates. One chocobo stable can house a whole company's mounts. Apartment buildings include a chocobo stable that is shared by all tenants. While chocobo stabled, select train to increase his XP. After training is complete, do not forget to give the chocobo a reward for his hard work. On the type of reward the bird is given, his progress might change dramatically. Continuously feeding chocobo a snack of vibrant vegetables or fruits will cause him to grow feathers of a different color. That's cool. It's like the chocobo's in like white mage gear or tank gear, and I don't know. I can't quite make out the other one. Presumably some sort of DPS.